a boy or a girl?
What on earth? Oh, you're an island boy. Oh,
Yeah, I'm an island boy.
okay.
Yeah.
You're pretty with the trend, aren't you? Wow. Okay. Welcome everybody.
So welcome.
Let's get you on solo screen there. Let's get a full look at you there. Looking good. Plenty of bananas.
So
I don't
I'm
even like
downstairs
bananas.
because today it's raining. So yeah.
Damn. Right.
It's like, hey, banana. No, I'm an island girl.
Island girl. Here we go. Andre's loving the bananas there. ADF. Hello. Look at those bananas. Fantastic.
Yeah,
I like the
island
sunnies as
bananas.
well. Nice glasses. Awesome. Okay, well, welcome everybody. Bit of a different intro than we're used to, but hey, there we go.
This is what you guys all thought you were getting today was island bananas.
Yeah, letting your bananas hang out.
Yeah.
Aren't we all? I'm not, so I'm afraid it's just Lisa you'll be looking at today. There we go.
Oh, why we don't get to see you, Josh?
Not today. I'm extra annoyed as well because a signal in our signals group just sent me your bot, the Lisa bot, just sent me an email saying that a signal that I didn't manage to get into just hit target 18.5%. I could be up. Didn't manage that. So there we go. Okay, butterflies now.
Butterflies. You know, I might do it with my face mask on.
Hey Carla, how you doing? Oh, nice.
It's
Jump
nice,
in
yeah.
the chat, say hello. Let us know where you are tuning in from and what cryptos you want to see tonight.
There we go. We'll go back to normal. I've finished playing now.
Lovely. Oh, it's great to have everyone here. Andre, Josh, go bananas. I'm going bananas, don't you worry, but at least it's
Yeah, no, it was in honor of the island boys. So yeah, so I started with bananas.
I have to get a screenshot of that. Okay.
This is going to be my new profile pic, Lisa Bananas.
Yeah, I think it'll do the job. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay. Well, what have we got tonight, Lisa?
So we have got BTC. So let's share my screen if I can find it.
Guys, pop yourself in the chat, say hello, pop your coins in the chat, let us know what you're jumping into, what you've just sold out of. If anyone's in Cakecoin, you'll see Lisa and I pump that a little bit on Twitter. Otherwise, enjoy the show. Oh, it's just me now. Let's get you back. There you are. Okay, you sort your screen out and I'll jump you in when you're ready.
Okay. So let's check out, let's go into BTC first. That's what everyone always wants to know. So, oops, we've got alerts going off. Yeah, so we're in a new channel. So we're going up in at the moment. So, which is what everyone wants to see. So obviously we've had plenty of good news. We're not out of the woods until we break this high. So this pattern could still be corrective. It could be a larger corrective pattern and then just still, you know, moving on in that correction and coming back down. So we do have two patterns in this region. So, but we do have an inverse head and shoulders, a very, very clear one. So you can see that marked on the chart. So I'm just going to draw over that. So we've got this, so which is our inverse head and shoulders, and that gives us a target up the top here. So we don't want text on there. Everything's not moving as it should. So we've got an inverse head and shoulders target, which we're heading up to, which should move within this channel. So this will sort of, we're down here at the moment. We should come back up and then another wave up to this inverse head and shoulders target. So it's looking really good. at the moment. So, and for continuation, we've got bullish divergence on the lower time frames. And if we head up to the daily, we've still got a bit of bearish divergence, which is not a strong sign, but as long as we can continue up in this region and get that inverse head and shoulders target, we are home and hosed, and it will allow our alts to sort of continue with their sort of, their momentum that they've got at the moment. We've also got this region at the moment. We've got very, very, very high funding rates. So I do expect a pullback at some stage within the next week or so, just to knock out those over leveraged traders and get, we're drawing lines, and get that momentum reset and restarted. So yeah, we want to see that sort of that momentum in this region here and holding within that channel and then continuing up. So I do expect that we are going to get a pullback at some point, just to, take out those over leveraged traders. I don't think it's going to be massive, because we don't want to scare the retail market off yet. That's not something that the whales and exchanges are looking to do. So I think, these pullbacks are going to be small. So it's just a case of buying the dip in these regions.
Okay, and we've actually seen a lot, even today, just driving through Melbourne, we've seen so much in the way of retail. It definitely seems to be catching on, and there seems to be so much news. Wasn't there a tweet today about an Australian bank?
So the Commonwealth Bank have teamed up with Gemini and taking on crypto. So they've got a trial at the moment. So that's only a trial, and then once that sort of takes on, then it'll more than likely be rolled out. So Commonwealth Bank of Australia is, I think, Australia's oldest bank. So it's, but it hasn't been a crypto-friendly bank up until this point. The thing is, there's lots of crypto people that have been in touch with the Commonwealth Bank and have had huge, issues and rejections, and the Commonwealth Bank haven't, taken on board all of like the business that crypto can do. So we don't actually bank with the Commonwealth Bank here in Australia. We bank with Westpac and, a few others, but it is one of the bigger banks, and a lot of people do. It's a positive sign for new people coming into crypto, in my opinion. So for those mums and dads, investors, for easy access to Bitcoin. So it's a good thing in that respect. But in, as far as I'm concerned, I won't be putting my crypto with the Commonwealth Bank.
Not at all. Okay. Just looking at the comments here, and lots of chart requests already. Keep them coming in, guys. Keep them coming in. But yes, a lot of news on Bitcoin, all sorts happening, all sorts going on. I'll at least have a look at the chat there as well, see what we're all saying. Or are you ready to share screen again? You are.
Yeah, so I've got Sol up on the screen. So
okay. Let's go and have
can
a
you
look.
get a tweet from crypto banter, I think it was, from Ran.
Sure.
Yeah, so he put out a tweet today that Sol was going to be $330 by the end of next week. So let me take off some of these writing and stuff so we can see this chart a little bit better. So this is my long-term Sol chart. So Crypto Wendio and I were both on Ran many moons ago, and we both said, buy Sol. So, and at that point, I think Sol was about 26. No, it might have been even cheaper. It would have been about $14. So, yeah. So obviously we've been in and out of Sol in moving with the waves, and everyone's jumping on board because it's had such a huge run up at the moment. So, so if we have a look, we did. From this low down here, from the $14 mark, I think we've done.
I've just popped up whilst you're on your chart there. I've just popped up Rand's tweet. You'll be able to see there, he reckons $330 by next Friday for Sol. So he's gunning for it. I would
so I think it's definitely possible, like with the market the way it is at the moment. So if we go back to my Sol chart, which I've just disappeared. Hang on, let me find the Sol chart.
Okay.
So if I pull that back up, so we can see that obviously it's moving in the right direction. So fib targets give us 316. With a wave extension up to this point, we've got 377, sort of this range here. That's with an extension. So it's very possible. And with this, we're in a third wave at the moment. So, we've completed this first wave and we're in the third of the third. So the third wave, according to Elliott Wave, is almost always the most powerful wave. So it has the most momentum and the most sort of movement in a short period. So, it's entirely possible that we do see this rise. And so if you're not in Sol, I do recommend it. It's not a huge jump. It is a margin traded coin as well, so on a lot of exchanges. So it's about a 40 to 50% sort of jump. So that's not massive in crypto sort of terms. It is nice gains though. And if you've been sitting in this for quite some time, we've had a couple of 1,000% rise since the bottom. So it has been a nice ride in Sol, and I think that's going to continue. So, while we're on exchange coins, another one's BitDAO. So if I can bring that up. So, and this one's, I haven't got it. Hang on, let me find it.
Absolutely. And we've been in BitDAO from the start. It was a couple of months ago now when we got into that RDO. And it's just been pumping ever since. So let me take you back to the screen there.
Yeah, so I'm just cleaning up all these charts. I've got so much writing on them at the moment. So this is BitDAO. So it's listed in a lot of places at the moment. So it's this is the Poloniex chart. It's on FTX. It's Bybit have it as well. So you can get it in a few different locations, and it is just going from strength to strength, if I can English, and it's going to continue. So obviously this exchange doesn't have huge amounts of data because it's only a new coin. And the liquidity on this exchange isn't as good as it is on Bybit or on the other ones. So, but it is, I don't think we've got any other exchange charts at the moment on TradingView. So let's just have a look if we've got another BitDAO chart. We've got an FTX one. So you can also get this on SushiSwap, and I think it was on we're originally on Uniswap. So you can see that, there's limited liquidity in this chart. It's just, this is the SushiSwap one. So it's very limited liquidity. This is the FTX chart. You can see that it's got a lot more liquidity on this one than the Poloniex one does. So if I was going to be trading it, I'd be on FTX or Bybit for this one. But when we look at, charts like this is only $2.87. So if you're looking at exchange and DAO coins, they're all past this. So this is a good investment at this point. So especially when you're looking at like Sol and that sort of thing, and this is going to have similar sort of, infrastructure going into this product, and Bybit are backing it, and they're putting a lot of money forward. So is SushiSwap. So this is a partnership with SushiSwap and Bybit to bring BitDAO. So it's, going to be huge. So it's one that I think you should just, have a little bag, sit it away, and just don't touch it. So it's going to be a really good coin to be holding.
And talking of putting into bags and not touching them, we were just looking over our latest edition of the Moon Mag, which is out in 4 days now, on the 8th of November. We focus particularly on staking and what to do with that USDT or any crypto that you're not using to trade with at the moment, and how you can actually make that crypto work for you as well.
Yeah, so if you're not a trader and you're getting into just getting into crypto and you want to have some investments, staking and just sitting your money in some of these liquidity pools is the way to go right now. They're higher risk because obviously, anything that you're getting bigger rewards, you've got higher risk. So, Binance have them, liquidity pools. Check all the sites for all the new up and coming ones. Bumper, which is one of the coins that we are looking at, it had a liquidity pool so you could get early tokens and coins before the IDO. So check with their Twitter as well. So they've got that IDO coming very soon. I think it's in the next week or so. It's very, very soon. So, it's just, if you don't have the time, you've got a job, you've got kids, you've got whatever, staking and that passive income is definitely the way to go. So big write up on the Moon Mag and by our very, very talented writers. And if you are a writer, we're looking for more writers because we're looking to expand the Moon Mag and make it a bigger publication. So it's currently about 30 to 35 pages each month, and we want to make that bigger.
Absolutely. I think it's over 50 this month.
Is it? That's massive.
Yeah, just from looking at it, and it's incredibly affordable, $35 a month. But nice comment from JB there. This channel is the best. So much information and no tackiness like certain others. I won't say certain others, but yeah, we Lisa's been obviously a legend in the crypto space, wherever I myself have only just started. So the combination has really made sure that the information is digestible for everyone just getting into crypto, but also those of you who have been here since that very first Satoshi was created. So awesome to see everyone in the chat. Good morning from Austria. Sorry I'm late, don't worry, you can always catch up.
No, you can always watch it back, and it goes, this is so exciting now because we now go live on Twitter and within YouTube as well at the same time. So it's pretty cool how it does that. So I can see some chart requests in and happening. So I'm going to bring up a few at the moment. And if they're not charted, I'm going to live chart them. So this is RSR, and I can see a few requests in there. So we can see this is a really good chart to be getting into at the moment. It has held the MAs and it's got some nice momentum happening. We've got strong volume entering, and our MACD is looking really good. So this is a 4-hour chart. While we might get a small pullback here, we're going to get a continuation up. So we've retested and retested and retested these MAs, and it's really held and it's looking really strong. So we've had a breakout of that region. So if we draw our resistance a little differently, and we take resistance in this region, we've just got some minor resistance here that we are going to just get a small pullback, and then we should get a breakout very, very soon. So once we get over that resistance, this is going to just explode. So I do know they have got some stuff coming up, so with RSR, so please check that out. Now, everyone obviously wants to know about DOT and KSM because we do have the parachain options happening at the moment. And coming up. So let's bring those up. So this is DOT is absolutely exploding at the moment. So I'm just going to put up a chart with more targets because obviously, it just keeps going and going and going. So we've got another little bit to go. So we do have this channel resistance that we're in at the moment. So once we break out on that resistance, our next resistance straight up is about $60. So I do see DOT hitting $60. In the not too distant future, I do think it's really possible to get up to the $100 mark within the next probably month to 6 weeks. So, and that's kind of 100% move from this point at the moment. So I think DOT's one to be definitely, getting into. If you don't have a bag, have a small bag. That's another, a hodl that you can have that you don't have to touch. DOT's a strong coin. And that's kind of what we're looking at the moment with what we're, if you're investing and not trading, you want to have some SOL in your bag. You want to have some DOT. You want to have some KSM. You want to have ETH and, of course, Bitcoin. So they're your main ones that you want to be, sort of hodling away with and getting on. So let me have a quick look at what we're looking at in so obviously if you guys are following us on Twitter, so Josh and I this past week have got $1,000 in 10 different just mega shit coins. So we've got Catcoin, which is, obviously they say they're the answer to doggy, so the cat to the dog. So we've got Yushi. What else have we got, Josh? Do you want to have we got that tweet?
Here we go. So we've got Catcoin, we've got Floki, we've got Fake, we've got Empire, Kitty, Dogo, Shibazilla, Monster, Yushi, and Ham.
So one that we wanted to buy and we couldn't get into was Squid Game. So, and I'm very grateful we didn't. It's like it kept just timing out on us on Squid Coin. So, and they got rug pulled. So 100% rug pulled. So there was a YouTuber that was live streaming, it was just going up and up and up and up. And all of a sudden it just crashed. So do you have that that clip that you showed me earlier today, Josh?
What was that? The chart of Squid Game?
Yeah, the streamer that had that up.
Oh, I'm sure most people have seen it. If you go onto Twitter and search on Squid Games, you will find it. Let me go and have a look. I'll give you to entertain.
So of course we've also got the Solana conference coming up. So that's another reason we're going to see that bounce on Solana. I think there's some big news coming out there, and that's the conferences are always things to look out for, obviously, because that news pushes the momentum of the market and those coins. So yeah. What else do we have? Oh, and yeah, did you guys see Dreams? So Pump absolutely go crazy on KuCoin today, 10,000% on listing. So KuCoin have had some crazy pumps in the last few weeks. They've just gone absolutely mental. So if you don't have a KuCoin account, there's a link on the Getting Started in Crypto website, and I'll pop a link on my Twitter later because it's actually, and you can save some fees with my link. So yeah, you want to be getting into some of these KuCoin coins because another one that was Aurora. So if I will get that chart as well. So because on KuCoin, it absolutely went crazy, but on other exchanges, it was fairly stable. So if we bring this chart up, we can see the KuCoin listing absolutely pumped it, went to 25, whereas on FTX, it's still down at 17. So obviously it's down at that range now on KuCoin, but yeah, it did get that massive big pump with the listing. So, and that's kind of what KuCoin's been doing at the moment. So, if we jump into the CoinGecko and we have a look at Dream. So it says on the Dreams, so Dream Quest. So this is a new game coming out as well. So this is the reason. So at the moment it's saying it's clicked over to the next day, but 182%. But it did get this massive pump from 2 cents right all the way up to this point, nearly $2. So yeah, huge pump on this coin. So it was 10,000% when I took the snapshot that I put on Twitter. And, so there's some epic projects coming into the space. So you want to be looking out for all these metaverse games. So this is what DreamQuest is. And, if you looked at the Moon Mag last month, we looked at all the metaverse stuff. So this is what Dreams is. So if you're not in Dreams, this is another one, because, obviously you have to use the token in the game to buy and purchase everything within the game. So, and that's where all these metaverse coins are pumping. So you've got, Sand, you've got Mana, you've got obviously this one, Dreams, and Aurora, the one that I just showed you just a moment ago. So this Aurora hasn't released their game as yet. So this still has a long way to go, this coin. So they're ones that you really, really, really want to be looking at.
Absolutely. And I just looking at the comments here, Gary says, look at Star Atlas. Well, we are one step ahead of you there. If you are on the Moon Mag, we've got a really detailed article on that coming up. So little sneak preview there, but Star Atlas is featuring in the next Moon Mag in a few days. Going to be huge. Reese, our writer on that one, has done a huge amount of work looking into it. Really excited about that one. So
another one that we looked at last week was the Avagotchi.
Ghost, yes, GHST. I'm still in that trade, so I'll be interested to hear your thoughts.
Let me bring this up. So this is like last week when we looked at it, this has epic alt curl. So we're still in the parabolic move. The parabola is still intact. We're coming down at this point, and this is a rebuy zone that I've posted. So if you're getting started in crypto, you get all of this stuff. So, and you get targets along the way. So you can see that we have nearly hit the 47% target, and we're coming back down, we're correcting. So I would be rebuying, well, I have rebought in this region, and because I do think we're going to get continuation. So this is another epic project within the metaverse sort of range of coins. You want to be sort of looking at those DeFi coins and which ones are going to give you the most sort of passive income. And, so you've got, your money working for you. And then these new metaverse coins that are coming out that are, absolutely going to kill the market. So this one's probably still got a long way to go, but short term, we've got about 40 to 50%, movement still within the next sort of week or two coming up. So I think this one's going to do really well over the next, little bit. So yeah, there's.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Let's get you back in there. There we go. Yeah, a lot of people in that one are commenting from Christian here, just asking how many tabs do you have open on your laptop at the moment? I can
a lot. My laptop normally doesn't have this many. So my computer, which is upstairs where Josh has like, I think 150 tabs or something. So open at any given time. But this one is starting to get quite a few as well.
Andre here, ENQ and their DEX release this month. So that should be, I know ENQ had a little pump as well. Was it yesterday or the day before? So they are looking good. And as Andre is saying, the DEX release coming up this month. So exciting.
Yeah, so ENQ is always one of my favorites. So, obviously it's moving really nicely. It's consolidating, it's holding the MAs, and it's, it's got strong momentum. So lots of volume entering the market with ENQ. So once we get those sellers all out, which, the sell volume is dying down, this is going to go absolutely crazy. So it's definitely one that you need to have. And if you're on KuCoin, jump into this. It's going to be huge. So, and I know for a fact that the team are actively looking at other exchanges at the moment to list on. So, the tier 1 exchanges. So if this gets listed on any other exchanges, it's going to go crazy and fly. So amazing project. You can do mobile phone mining with your Android phone. And yeah, so check it out. I've got a video on ENQ on the YouTube channel.
Cool. And I know there's a lot of people getting into that from inside the group as well. A lot of conversation going on. I'll let you have a look at the comments coming in, Lisa. See if there's any charts that you like the look of, or you want to have a quick look of live.
So Andres just said they've also made a new partnership on ENQ, so that's good news as well. So
wow.
yeah, I'm just going to go back, so see what we can find.
Excellent. Thanks everyone for joining again. It's great to have you here.
Don't forget to smash the like button.
There it is. Smash the like button. That ticker's scrolling along the bottom there. We do.
So another one you want to be looking at the moment is Atom. So if we can bring that up and have a look. So this has got so much room to grow, and the RSI, this is a daily. So the RSI is so neutral, it's not funny. The MACD is right in the center, and our volume profile has just sort of started ticking up. So which is, shown with the momentum, the wave of momentum at the moment. So we've got a strong buy in this region, and potentially we've got a 90% rise just in this short interim. So it looks as if a lot of these alts are going to have a continuation and momentum happening with all of those alts. And once BTC, I think we're going to get sort of BTC going kind of sideways, so that we can have that growth within the alts.
Cool. Okay. Anyone else? Let's have a look in the comments there. We've got Luna, KLV, TLM, Travala, SCRT1. Oh, there's so many of you wanting so many charts. Poor Lisa is literally on it 24/7 amongst everything else she's doing. So what do you want to have a look at?
All right, let's jump in and have a look. This is Luna.
Luna, here we go.
So Luna obviously is one of my favorites, especially when it's a full moon. So it just absolutely goes crazy every full moon. So guaranteed sort of 20% pump on a full moon on Luna. So obviously this is the chart that we saw last week or the week before, I'm not sure. But obviously we've had that momentum. We've had 40% movement since the chart was up on YouTube last. And we've still got another, 30 to 40% move on this. So it's moving in the right direction, moving really strongly, holding all the supports. When I have the MAs on this chart, I've taken them off just to clean it up at the moment. It is holding and looking really strong. So we've got strong momentum happening. This is the daily again. The RSI is still really neutral, and our MACD has so much room to grow. So it's looking really strong. So what other charts have we got while I'm in the charts?
Okay, we have lots of requests coming in. VRA, TLM, Axis, MTV. Cardano, MTV.
Cardano has been boring.
Yes, yeah.
It's like one of the most boring coins at the moment, which usually means it's still got heaps of room to move. So
the big news there, I think Solana flipped the market cap of Cardano. Was it today or yesterday?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday. So it flipped it on. If we go into our coins, if they want to come up. There we go. Solana. Number 5, Cardano down at number 6. So XRP keeps dropping down as well. So, obviously still top 10, but yeah, look at where Shiba Inu is. It's just crazy how big that market cap is. And, for all of those people that have been following Shiba Inu, so that's, there's a big wallet that obviously people are tracking on Twitter and having a look. And what were you saying? $2.9 million got moved out of it, Josh.
Far more than that. I think they made about $7 billion, and they just casually moved themselves about $3 billion out.
As you do.
As you do. And have kept the rest in. So who knows where they're going to focus the rest of that money, whether they keep it in Shiba or put it elsewhere. But on the subject of meme coins, do you have a strategy, or is it a hit and missing? Is it one of those things that you just gamble with? Because
I think all of those meme coins have to be some sort of gamble. So if you're having a look at a project and the reason we invested in a couple of those meme coins that we did invest in, like Catcoin and Hamster Coin, was because the social media and the backing with those coins is just so massively huge that they're going to push that forward and continue that momentum. And that's exactly what happened with Doggy Coin. So that momentum with obviously what happened with Elon Musk getting involved with that, and the volume of people coming into the market. So if these teams and these groups can get into the social media and you keep seeing that, eventually you're going to think, oh well, I might buy that. So it's worth having a small little gamble with that, and seeing what happens.
Absolutely.
If you can risk that money and you've got money to sort of lose, you're willing to lose if it doesn't go anywhere.
Absolutely. And one of the things we do look at as well is the community behind the coin. And it was quite astonishing how much the community behind Catcoin just literally took over our Twitter profiles and our feed and notifications. But that does sometimes suggest that it has got a lot going for it. Word of mouth is probably the best sell that any business product or anything can have. So we do look out for that.
This is like Lucy's going to make $1 billion in the next few months.
Are you? Well, whether that comes through your NFTs or crypto in general, we will see. Lots of really cool comments coming in. Lots of coins that you want us to look at.
Yeah, so I had VRA up, so let's bring that up again. So this is obviously moving really nice, got some strong momentum. So, it's coming back down and it's retesting this 100 MA. So this is a 4-hour chart, and we've got a strong uptrend channel. So similar to what we've seen on BTC and Ethereum. So I didn't have a look at Ethereum yet, because, I want to have a look at that after I have a look at these coins, because they've got all similar patterns. So it's super exciting. So this one at the moment, we're getting just a little bit of consolidation in this region, and we've still got another bounce coming very soon. I would say this consolidation looks almost complete. And then we get this bounce. It's about a 50 to 60% bounce we should get, moving upwards on this coin. So I think we've got a lot of momentum happening in a lot of these coins. So this 4-hour chart, the RSI is super low. So if we go to the daily, it looks like we're going absolutely straight up, and we've got so much room left on this RSI to continue up. It's, we're hitting the upper levels and it's cooling quite nicely. So it should get that continuation. So we can see that we're getting this movement down to the channel. As long as we hold this channel, we're all good to continue up. So looking really, really strong.
Cool. Excellent. Okay. Peter's got a question here, which might be quite interesting. He's mentioned the word that we really do not try to mention too often, but when do you think the bear market, can we still make money?
Obviously we're still in, we're in the super cycle at the moment. So within that super cycle, obviously we're going to get pullbacks, but they're going to be, quite sort of sharp and swift. And then we'll get that continuation. So we've seen, obviously we had a 4-month correction, and we've had a 1-month correction within this cycle. We haven't had, the 2-year sort of correction like we had from the 20,000 down to 4,000. And, that was a long-term bear market. So rule of alternation in Elliott wave says that wave was extended. So these next waves will be short and swift. So we should get still that upward momentum happening. We're getting a lot of adoption and, public interest, and just retail buyers entering the market again. So we still have that. So we won't see a bear market for, a little while yet. I think we've got probably another sort of year of this market looking really good. Obviously in a bear market, you need to sort of go to those smaller trades and 10 to 15% at a time. You do get the opportunity to enter BTC pairs while BTC is obviously correcting, because the tokens and coins normally have more sort of momentum, and it is relative strength. So obviously USDT is a stable pair, and BTC is goes up and down. So when BTC has more strength and it's going up like it is now, the alt BTC pairs will either remain quite sort of stable or correct. So we want when BTC is in a bear market and it's fairly stable, those BTC pairs are what you want to be trading and stacking, as they say, stacking sats. So in preparation for the market to turn around. So yeah, it's just different coins and different phases of the market. And obviously you can still make money in a bear market.
Okay. Bless him, Sufatep has been throughout this conversation asking for Travala. He says, Travala, please, for the love of God. So we've got to give it to him. Look at this. We've got another one. Lisa, please, Travala. Are you quite heavy with Travala then, Sufatep? Is that what's going on here? Do you want to know?
Do you want to know? Do you want to know what's going on with Travala? It needs volume. So we need to turn up the volume massively with Travala. So it's, obviously correcting. So at what point is it going to stop correcting is what we want to know. So this is a 2-hour. I'm going to put this onto a 4-hour chart. And I'm going to pull some fibs on this and see where we're at in this pattern. So
it's Travala. I have a bag in Travala as well. We are both huge fans of it, and as we've said before, as soon as lockdown starts lifting, which it is happening in Australia, and COVID settles a little bit, then we should see more travel, and hopefully Travala will go up with that. So I know Lisa and I look at it as a long-term prospect more than anything. So let's get back to that chart and see what the bid.
Yeah, so we've corrected right down to the 786 on Travala. So we've tested that numerous times. So, and it's kind of where Travala likes to sit when we do get a correction. So if we take a Fibonacci and we put it to this wave here, we can see that we did get to the 786 on this retrace as well. So it's kind of where, waves and coins do get what is called pattern memory. So because, the same people trade them over and over and over again. And, we want new buyers to come in, but then they get stuck into this pattern memory. So this wave has come down. We have corrected to that same pattern memory, and we are holding in this level Travala does like to go sideways for quite some time before it does take off. So once we do have news coming out in the next, I think, few weeks with D-Travel, which is Travala's version of, Airbnb. So, that's coming out as well. So that should help move Ava, because I know Ava and the D-Travel, there's going to be some interaction with how they both work. So, and I do know you will be able to get D-Travel from doing staking Ava or something. So there was talk of that on their Medium site.
Absolutely. I'm not sure what I have started here, but we've now got comments. ADF says, for the love of super TLM, please. We've also got KSC. KLLV, please, God, Joshua, I'm counting on you. Now I'm feeling the pressure. So it's entirely down to Lisa. She is the genius behind all of this. I'm just on the side here. But let's see. I know Lisa's bringing up a new chart at the moment. Thanks for all your comments, guys, and your support. It really is appreciated. And we are making it as fun as possible. Lots of comments coming in. It's huge. Okay, Lisa, what have you got for us?
Okay, so we have got some TLM, which is moving. So if you've noticed today, a lot of these charts that we are bringing up have the same pattern, and they some are yet to take off, others have already taken off. So TLM has this same pattern that we saw, where we've got this correction and we're holding the MA. It's looking super strong. We should get continuation. So we have, most of these alts look as if they're going to get, one more minor pullback, and then they've got about 40 to 50% to run in this next bounce. So that's kind of what we're seeing on a lot of the alts. One more minor pullback. BTC is looking pretty strong at the moment. We're getting only minor pullbacks, which is, enabling the alts to continue and move. Ethereum, if we bring that one up, we've got strong momentum within. So Ethereum actually has the same chart that I'm showing you with all of these alts, but Ethereum's already running. So we can see that we had this wave and that we've got this momentum, and, we're holding the MAs, and it's just sort of crawling along on this MA and continuing up. So that's what all of those charts are doing. So TLM is at the point where it's going to continue up. So if you have a look, it's got very, very similar charts. So, and they're just about all going to explode, in my opinion. So, yeah, so that's a pattern to look out for. So have a look at, patterns that, and start to recognize what's going on. So if you have a look at enough patterns over a day, you'll see that they all start to look and in a similar sort of way, and that they're the ones that you want to be entering and starting to trade.
Fantastic. Okay, I'll let you have a look at those comments there. Super Thep's getting very popular. People asking for coins, for the love of God. I'm afraid I haven't managed to clone Lisa just yet. I'm trying my best, but she's incredibly unique. So, Lisa, what do you want to do here?
All right, let's two more charts.
Okay. Anything you're looking at?
Should I put my banana head back on?
I think so. It's a good look. I think everyone else enjoyed it as well. In the meantime, I'm just going to do a little push on coinrunnersmovie.com. As you may be aware, Lisa is in the process of producing the Coin Runners film, and we're launching an NFT project to raise funds enabled to do it. Head over to coinrunnersmovie.com. We have got the launch coming up If you're in our Discord, you will get it a day earlier than the public sale, which is this Saturday, I believe. So do go and check that out. And how's the banana hat going, Lisa?
I've got to find my banana hat. I can't find it. Wait.
Okay. No.
It's disappeared.
ADS
No
said yes,
bananas.
get those bananas on. We all want to see the bananas. My banana.
All right, hang on. Go back to Josh, and you can show them how to get into. Hang on, get me off the screen so I can find my bananas.
Oh, right. Okay. Give me a sec. I need to go solo. Right. It's just me, I'm afraid, guys. I am going to share my screen, and let's have a look. Let's go to Coin Runners, the movie. Share. There we go. And now you can see.
I've got pink hair at the moment, so.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm trying to promote your film here, so you just do your thing in the background. Guys, scroll down, go to coinrunnersmovie.com, scroll down to join the official Discord group and get in there to find out how you can get yourself on the pre-sale whitelist for these NFTs. It's not like the other projects. They're not computer generated images. They're actually hand drawn by a Hollywood storyboard artist, Max Forward. And they're based on the film itself. Not only that, the NFTs that you collect from this collection will give you all sorts of bonuses, including the chance to be an extra on the actual film, which we have got huge ambitions for. We're looking at Hollywood, we're looking at A-star celebrities, so do go and have a look at that. Let's go back to Lisa.
Okay, I can't find my bananas, so I'm going to do it as a cartoon.
I think we're going to end the stream. What is that? No. I think
no cartoon, Lisa.
Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Oh Lord, everyone stopped commenting as well, so I think they've all left.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, we're a little bit weird, as you probably found out now. So
all right,
do you want to do one more chart, Lise, or
I will do 2 more charts as I've told
2
them.
more
so
charts.
Let us bring up. Hang on. What am I going to find?
Quickly, everyone, get your charts in there now. We might be able to pick it out before we head off for the night.
Okay, I'm going to bring up Dogecoin because, obviously all the meme coins are huge at the moment. And this is one that I've had, and it's kind of almost moving to my squiggles. We've had a bit of a pullback. We had a bit of a dump in this region, but we are continuing up. So if we have a look and we put some, we've got strong resistance in this region. So we'll probably come up, pull back, and then continue. So we want to get over this resistance here, which I think will take one more attempt, and then before we do get up in that region. But, we've held, and we've got a broadening wedge happening on Dogecoin at the moment. So I don't know if we're going to get that dollar mark that everyone keeps talking about. We are going to get around the sort of, 45 to 50 cent mark again, I think. And, before we do get that continuation. So hopefully we can, within this run, get Dogecoin to $1, which would be nice. And but at the moment it's struggling a little bit. So how about we get some simple love potion happening?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at it. Last chart of the evening, guys. So enjoy.
So this one has been moving absolutely sideways. So, obviously it broke down from it. It had a beautiful cup happening, but it even, confirmed the cup. We had this nice handle, and then it's absolutely died. So they do need to get their act together in regards to just this chart. It's getting strong volume, but it's got such high, sell volume on this, and it needs to get rid of the sell volume. So once that sell volume does start to ease, we will get some momentum on this chart, but it is currently stuck in a parallel channel, and it's really sort of not moving anywhere. So, when we do get a channel, we want that channel to be a rising channel. So we want to start to see a channel sort of looking like it's going in this direction, which at the moment it's just not doing. So it keeps breaking down on these channels. So it's going to go a little bit sideways for a little bit longer. We might get a bounce to sort of the 1 cent point, like we have been seeing. So, but yeah, we're still getting sort of strong sideways momentum in this. And, this is obviously the love potion to breed the axes. And so obviously there's not so much breeding going on with those at the moment. So yeah, the potion's not being required.
Okay, fantastic. Cool. Well, I think that's satisfied a lot of people who are watching us live right now. Thank you very much for joining us. And we will see you all again soon. Do come join us.
We do, and we've had some really, really, really awesome requests. So, and obviously there's only one of me, and we've been here for an hour. So if you are in need of charts, like I do charts within Getting Started in Crypto. I do lots of charts, and I post those as requested charts, and I try to get to all of the charts that we do get requested. So if you are a member, please jump into the chat, and I go through that all the time and post charts in there and on the site. So yeah, so thank you guys.
We'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
See you then.
Bye.
You strong.